So something crazy is happening in the video game world. That is where GameStop is now accepting retro video games. They have certain locations dedicated to all of these retro video games. So you could go into particular locations where if you just search the little link that they've been posting everywhere where they're advertising GameStop Retro, you can find one hopefully near you. Now there are a couple somewhat in my area, and I'm definitely excited to check it out, but GameStop has done this before, so you don't want to get ripped off, you don't want to get scammed, you don't want to get taken advantage of, so you have to be mindful of a lot of these items when you go into those particular GameStops. We all know that people find amazing deals no matter where you go and you try and find these video games, but are they going to flop? Or are they going to build this whole retro community back together? That's something that, only time will tell. So the first time that GameStop did this, a lot of people were pretty upset when they would spend all of this money at GameStop on a particular retro game and it turned out to be a fake game. Whether the label was completely fake and it was 100% obvious that this was a fake game, or something that was just not truly an authentic original copy of that particular game. And sometimes people would open up the board and it looked like the board was swapped for something that was a cheap knockoff. So I'm definitely curious to know if GameStop has like specialty people, or they're taking their time to actually train their employees so that no one gets ripped off, because the worst thing that you could do is spend all of this money, find something that is not authentic. It's essentially a reproduction. It's something that you don't want in your video game collection, something that's just not good quality. Also, are they taking the time to clean and change out batteries on some of these particular games that are cartridges? Or are they, resurfacing discs? Are they making sure that all of this stuff is in proper order? Now, how many times do you go into GameStop and you see that a brand new game is being sold as new, but it's opened in the plastic? Or times where you trade in games and they have to break that seal because they can't sell new games that they get from you. Or there are times where this is terrible. They have thrown away their cases and manuals, and they've just kept the disc on certain items. And you go in there and you see like these fake GameStop cases. It looks like they printed out some sort of label and they just thrown it together in some sort of, case. Are they going to continue to do that? Are they going to start appreciating us collectors, us retro video game collectors who want this authentic, who want this clean, who want this complete copy? Are you going to pay certain prices now, depending on if it's fully complete, if it's not? Do you have to worry about all of these things when you go into GameStop? And that is yes for right now, at least until we know how this is doing, who is actually testing these items, making sure they're authentic. And, you're probably better off checking your area to see if there is a local video game store, some sort of like mom and pop shop where they are taking the time, the passion, and everything else. It's great that GameStop's steering away from Funko Pops and other certain items that just aren't doing well and trying to grab that, market. But essentially they're trying to just save themselves. And I'm really curious to know what everyone thinks about this topic. Do you have to worry about reproductions, fake games? Do you have to worry about them not giving you enough trade-in credit? Right now they're advertising where they'll give you an extra 10% if you trade in your retro video games. Now we all know that some of the games are worth a lot of money, and I'm curious to know if they're going to be fair or reasonable, or if people are going to take advantage of this and trade in fake games and just completely ruin this idea for GameStop, or if they're training people like the local stores do. So I definitely like supporting my local stores and just, people that have that passion with video games, who really care about this community and who want it to do well. That is who I trust with these particular games. I don't want to go somewhere where I have to bring my own security bits to open up the games. Are they even going to do that? Are they just accepting everything? These are all questions that I definitely need to know. So make sure you guys stay tuned, because at some point I'm going to check out some of my retro GameStops and see what they have in stock. And I'm curious to know if you have any near you, and what do you think some of the worries or concerns are? Do you think it's going to be worth your time to do that? Do you think you might get lucky here or there and find a really great deal on some sort of complete game? Just let me know in the comments down below. And of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out all of my other videos and stay tuned for more.